everyone, Luke Smith here. Back to Silent Hill file or note readings. So we're on the Silent Hill the short message now, which was only released on PS5 back in 2024. It wasn't that great. To be fair, it was a bit silly. The actual plot line was of like a serious matter. However, there's a lot of people that didn't like it for other reasons. Um, so yeah, this did have a lot of lore in it, and this game was actually free as well. So there you go. It was a first person game. Obviously, it was short. It was about a 3 hour long game. Plans to rebuild Kettenstad. I think that's it. The plan to rebuild Kettenstad. Overview. Kettenstad is a town with a long history as a thriving border stronghold. This is in Germany, by the way. This is set in Germany. In recent years, those in their 20s has begun leaving en masse, causing concern. The aim of this wide-scale project is to rebuild and restore it to its former glory with the help of Chinese investment firms. The theme is revitalization. The abandoned properties developed by Japanese corporations in 2008 have long been a problem. But by repurposing them, we can cut costs substantially and better realise our vision for a new Kettenstad. I think it's Kettenstad. I can never fucking remember how to say that. Plans to rebuild failed a second time. Plans to rebuild Kettenstad, whoever it's called, have suffered yet another major setback. As instability caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced interest from foreign investors. So they're actually bringing real world events into their games. Previous plans to jumpstart the town failed to materialise, owing to the monetary instability caused by the 2008 global financial crisis. That's another one. That's another thing that happened in real life, which forced the plan to involve Japanese corporations and financial institutions to be reconsidered. 2 attempts to rebuild, 2 failures due to unfortunate external circumstances. Kettenstad has struggled to bounce back with increased unemployment. The city's council is considering ways to revitalise the economy by drawing skilled experts to the area, but as of yet no effective measures has been implemented. Information session flyer. September 28th, 2021. Notice of a professional meeting. To all villa residents, we have received many inquiries about the management of this building after the recent news. We would therefore like to hold a meeting to explain our policies more formally. We hope you can find a time to attend. About graffiti artist CB. For a graffiti artist, spray paint and a blank wall are all you need, or it is all you need. I think they had a spelling error there. In Kettenstad, the weights of a particular apartment building are the canvas for several artists, with a new piece showing up every day. Social media star CB features her work here. Given a passion for flowers, it is only fitting that her name is CB, which is short for Cherry Blossom. CB's art continues to captivate the hearts of the young. So we reached out to her for comment, keeping her eyes fixed on the new piece. She had this to say. All I'm doing is showing what these girls feel on the inside but can't show on the outside. If any of them can connect with a girl in the art, it's probably because they're experiencing the same thing. CB the flowers added that the flowers she depicts on the young girls she paints bloom out of the scars they bear. The flowers represents the girls overcoming past traumas, or at least he desires to do so. I got another thing about this game. It's got like heavy themes on bullying, suicide, and harming yourself. Yeah, it's got some pretty fucking edgy shit going on right there. Data report on cases of negligence. Child abuse negligent in Kristianstad. Yeah, child abuse as well, apparently. Recent statistics survey has shown the rate of child abuse in the town last year was nearly double that of the average in other developed nations in Europe. The recent economic strife and its resulting poverty are thought to be the cause. Infamous suicide spot. Teenage suicides continue at infamous building. A rundown apartment complex in Kristianstad has become known for its suicides, with teenage girls jumping from its roof practically every year. Oh, by the way, this is where the game takes place. Like you're in the building trying to figure out why it's happening. Despite recent events, the building, abandoned ever since the development/management company declared bankruptcy, remains easily accessible. The young and unemployed are not deterred by the building's grim reputation, though with many continuing to enter it and young graffiti artists using it for their work. Meanwhile, local residents' security concerns continue to grow. The young generation and social media a report. Inside the fog of social media, the fog, Silent Hill fog. Solitude and anxiety in teenagers. All of the teenagers interviewed said that they were ashamed of their TRS selfies they posted online. They also claimed that they experienced anxiety over not getting any likes on such photos. Basically, on touching on real world stuff again, like young girls in schools, they're taking photos and they get upset if they don't get any likes on their photos. It's really, just enjoy life while you can. The internet is not a safe place anyway, to be fair. What all the kids had in common was extremely low self-esteem. The greater their anxiety and lower their confidence, the more pronounced their reactions were to positive attention. The sense of fulfillment they experienced after getting a like online is difficult for adults to comprehend. Furthermore, even when acknowledged, the teenagers could not view their actions positively and quickly reverted to despair, seeking more attention to fill a void. Teenagers who are not yet psychologically mature run the risk of experiencing this toxic quest for validation. It's just get off the internet completely. The internet is not important anyway. Social media is not important to be fair. The younger generation and trauma a report. Children who turn trauma into tales. Solitude and anxiety in teenagers part 2. All of the teenagers surveyed suffered from deep psychological issues caused by past experiences, and increasingly all of them condensed those issues as grandiose stories into sorts. One girl placed herself in the role of a tragic hero, convincing herself she was at the mercy of an abusive stepmother, and that her loving real mother existed somewhere or elsewhere. Another girl viewed her childhood scars as a stigma, believing those scars would bloom into beautiful cherry blossoms. These convenient tales in the face of extreme adversity are born out of a deep despair to escape unbearable pain and self-hatred. The greater the trauma, the more grandiose the story surrounding it. The glorification of death in Japanese culture. In Japanese culture, there has long been a sense of beauty in sacrifice, with harakiri, killing oneself by slicing one's stomach, being a prime example. The idea is that taking your own life, you that purge the world of your transgressions and purify yourself. The concept can be confusing to many Westerners, with young people incorrectly assuming the Japanese yearn for a beautiful way to die. Modern Japanese people, however, do not view suicide in such a positive light anymore, and the life they value is not the biological variety, but the rather social one, where death is needed to protect that life. That's the thing, is like, I don't know if it's a thing nowadays, but like back ages ago, if you didn't do well like in life, there was a lot of people in Japan who like basically offed themselves. I mean, hell, there's even like a forest where people went and they basically topped themselves. It's horrible, but it's what happened there. I don't know. I don't know if it still goes on, but yeah, I can't really like explain it that much really. It's just something that I don't think Westerners fully understand. Belief in the witch of Kettenstad. There's a witch now. To be fair, I played it like once. I beat it once and I uninstalled it from my thing because I wasn't like really keen on the game. So I forgot what the files were anyway. Belief in the witch. Those who believe in the witch shares many practices with modern Wiccans, such as praying for bountiful harvest and goddess worship. What sets the practice apart is the slight blend of both Western and Eastern customs. As for what led the mixing of the customs, there was a rather creative theory. During the joint efforts of Japanese and German entrepreneurs and labourers in the 1930s to foster economic growth and prosperity, there was an exchange in cultural beliefs, giving rise to those beliefs in witches. University orientation. Deutschland Medical University School of Medicine orientation. Dear incoming freshmen, welcome to Deutschland Medical University. Founded in 1709, the DMU is one of Europe's oldest and most revered institutions. Its state-of-the-art research facilities eagerly await your arrival. Orientation details when? September 24th, 2021, 11:30 to 1 p.m. Where? School of Medicine, Central Lecture Hall. Please wear a mask while attending. Again, because it happened during the COVID times. I think this game was set in 2001 and 2021 or 2022. I don't think it was set in like 2024 when the game came out. College Prep Diary, October 2020 to November 2020. October 17th, I finally focused on my studies, so I think I might pull an all-nighter. It won't be good for my skin. I can just hear people calling me a troll or a nerd, but I don't care. I have to make it to college in the city. Mum and Dad are counting on me to do well. I'll make them proud by getting into my first choice. Alright, I'll be hitting the books till morning. November 9th, 2020. Dad was talking today about how there was a plan to rebuild the town. They were going to use a bunch of funding from China to turn the town into something better, but everything got cancelled due to COVID. Sure, it would have been nice if it would have gone through, but I couldn't but I just couldn't see it happen. Even if things had worked out, not in this place. It hasn't been special since I was little. There's nothing to do. The buildings are ancient. It's a dump. My future isn't here. It's in the city, where college life is waiting for me. Everyone's riding on my entrance exam next year. I have to get out before my brother comes back. College prep diary, December 2020 to May 2021. December 23rd. I haven't been able to study since my brother came back for his Christmas break. He's nice and he doesn't interrupt my studies or anything, but I can't stand him staring at me. Jesus. I know he was probably just messing with me back then, but I've been scared of him ever since. It made me hate any guy looking at me. I can't believe other girls walk around school and town showing so much skin. February 21st, 2021. I think I'm finally finding my study groove. My test scores are really good. I'm worried about how much my parents are fighting recently, though they are yelling at each other out again today. I asked Mum why, but she wouldn't say. May 11th. This is it, test day tomorrow. Mum told me I should be proud of myself since I've worked so hard. I'm feeling great. She's not my real mum. Fucking yeah, you dropped this on us now. But I know she loves me and I love her. Mum, I'm going to ace this test tomorrow for both you and Dad. And we got the diary for August 2021 to September 2021. August 24th, I got some materials from my first choice in the mail today. I'm going to be a college freshman. I'm so happy. I still can't believe it. Mum, Dad, I'm going to study my arse off and I'll be the best daughter ever. Thank you so much for everything. September 22nd. Mum and Dad are yelling at each other. They are talking about bankruptcy. Wasn't everything supposed to work out even without that rebuilding plan? So this means they're out of money, right? Does this mean I can't go to college? All that hard work was for nothing? No way, don't leave me. Mum, I can't stay here. I can't be stuck here with my brother. So there's something going on with her brother. News on recent suicide. Well, a news article. A young student found dead, possible suicide, September 25th, 2021. Around 10 a.m. on the 24th, a local resident reported seeing an 18-year-old female high school student fall from the roof of a Kettenstad apartment building. The girl was rushed to hospital but was pronounced dead 2 hours later. According to school staff, the girl was distraught over not being able to attend college due to troubles at home. No note or diary was found, but police still believe her death may be a suicide. So in other words, college did not work out. She wasn't able to go to college what she wanted. Hate-filled notebook. This is all your fault. Everything. You heartless bitch. You stole my only friend. My place in the world. All of it. And you don't even care. I'm invisible to you. I fucking hate you. You're not talented. You're not special. You call those shit stains art. You come out of nowhere and ruined everything. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Get the fuck out of my life, you piece of shit freak. So in other words, they're trying to get at the actual artist who did not do anything wrong because she's so popular. The Witch Hunt of Kettenstad. In 1930s Germany, the town of Kettenstad attracted wealthy entrepreneurs and enjoyed a period of economic prosperity. Behind that success, though, there was supposedly a Japanese woman who used her clairvoyance and mystical powers to guide the entrepreneurs. She would come to be known as the Witch of the Far East, and would be greatly respected by the German people. However, in 1947, a year before the war ended, I think, the entrepreneurs suffered great losses. A large fire spread throughout their industrial parks, losing them a majority of their factories. The Witch of the Far East, who was hospitalized, jumped off the roof of the hospital and killed herself. The witch has been diagnosed with an unknown illness, probably COVID, and many believed the fires pushed her over the edge. Some civilians, however, claimed that a witch hunt was to blame. They argued the witch's rise to prominence angered the mayor's party, who used the chaos from the fires as a cover for the murder. There is no evidence to support this claim, but many now view it as a mere conspiracy theory. But the mayor's party did not manage to regain influence of the town after the witch's death. Since then, civilians have started to believe any stroke of bad luck is a result of the witch's curse. The witch's curse impedes progress. Kettenstad, the town cursed by a witch, miraculous magic to blame for the city's slump. The town continues to see a rapid decline in its population. The birth rate is at a mere 0.7, less than half of the German national average, 1.6. Miscarriages are also at 31%, more than double the average, 15%. The economy is in shambles. The once booming industrial city has failed to revitalise itself twice. A number of researchers studying the occult point to a witch as the cause of the economic downturn in Kettenstad. The witch was a Japanese woman who used her clairvoyance to influence economic development in the town in the 1930s. Researchers believed she was hunted down and killed. Before her death, she is believed to have placed a curse on the town, stigmatizing its growth. Mayor's letter. My dear Emily, Emily is the person that you're playing as, and Maya is the woman doing the artwork, I believe. Remember when I said I wanted to live like a cherry blossom? To be beautiful and dignified for fleeting moments, simply by letting go of life, daring to bloom knowing it wouldn't last, and so falling into a vivid colour. I wish I could live like that. I want to experience true beauty, if only for a moment. I met someone who made me feel different. He showed me a whole new world, gave me hope. I honestly thought he could help me and find a new me. I felt it with all my heart. But people didn't understand us, didn't want that from us. In the end, they took my hope from me. They took him away. People who can't achieve beauty seek comfort in others. They fear anyone different, hate them, try to tear them down. I can't take much more of this. I wish you and I could run away together, Emily. Just me and you, Maya. Yeah. She did have a boyfriend, but obviously he ended up leaving her, and she's basically blaming others for it. Diary of a Single Mother, December 2011. December 29th, 2011. I finally lost touch with him. I'll never see him again. I thought I found my happily ever after, but it was all a dream. However, I haven't lost everything. I still have my children, my cute little angels who light up my life. And the Diary of a Single Mother, February, February 2012, February 10th. A new man showed up at my place with a pizza. Children definitely needed a father, but they still won't take to him. He looked annoyed he looked annoyed when he left. I hope he doesn't hate me. February 22nd. My daughter drew a picture of our family. We were smiling and holding hands. I wish she would have drawn him as well. Maybe she doesn't realise he might join our family. She is slower than the other kids her age. Here we go. I'll make sure she'll catch up and pass them soon enough. But I don't know how. I know how to raise a child. I am a good mother. I am nothing like that heartless bitch who raised me. I won't fill my children with hate and fear. Jesus. Diary of a Single Mother, March to April of that year. March 7th. He showed up again with a smile on his face and a pizza. His hands from the new place he was raving about. My daughter hated the pizza though. She was extremely picky. I should have taught her to eat things that she didn't like. I know I was forced to eat things I hated when I was a kid, but I guessed it had to be done. March 22nd. The kids finally blew up in front of him today. He was exhausted from work and said he just wanted to relax. He makes me feel so good, but I can't do the same for him. And maybe I'm not strict enough with them. We need him for a happy life, and I need them to realise that. I know it's probably a little bit harsh, but maybe if they don't see the light for a while, they'll finally see the light in him. April 12th. He told me the banging on the closet door was making it hard for him to unwind. If they would be a little quieter for a little bit. She locked her kids in the closet. Fucking hell. Everything would be fine. What is wrong with them? He doesn't visit as much as he used to. If I don't figure something out, I may never see him again. Diary of a Single Mother, May to July 2012. May 9th. Everything seems to be going well now that we've been going out for dates. He was worried about my kids, so he brought them a bunch of books and toys. That should be enough to keep them occupied, right? I've been going out so much lately that I've left the place out in a bit of a mess. I should clean it, but by the time I get back I have no energy. May 25th. I was contacted by Child Welfare Centre. Guess some nosy bitch or arsehole in my building reported hearing a child crying at night in my place. What the fuck do they know? You lock your kids in the closet. Like, seriously, you're not a very good mother. He hasn't called me much lately. Am I destined to be alone? Everyone else is out enjoying life while I'm working my arse off raising kids. Why am I the only fucking bad guy? July 15th. If I hadn't had children, maybe I'll be planning my summer vacation with my friends right now. Nothing matters anymore. I'm just crawling through life. I know what's going on in the closet, but I can't look. I want to be happy. What is wrong with that? I'm done. You're kind of an abusive mother. Like, seriously. Like, don't you have anyone to, like, babysit the kids or anything? Or, like, someone to help? Notice on Child Welfare Centre. Miss Christina Plantet. Can't pronounce that properly. We have reached out to you repeatedly, but have yet to receive a response. We take this to mean You have no intention of remedying the issue. You're in violation of the German Civil Code Article 1631 Section 2. Accordingly, the Federal Court has instructed us to take your children. Should you have any objections to this, please contact us as soon as possible. Frank Fisher, Kettenstad Child Welfare Officer. That's what you get for locking your kids in the closet all the time. News article on the child death by neglect. See, it's got worse. Boy found dead in refrigerator. Mother arrested. Jesus fucking Christ. August 2nd or August 4th, 2012. So when was our last entry? Yeah, it's like about a month later. The boy was found dead today in a refrigerator in the home of his 41-year-old mother. Person A, who was arrested by local authorities for hiding the body. Person A claims to have locked her son in the closet for more than a day to punish him. To be fair, right, when I was bad, well, to be fair, like when I was crying because I was a little baby, my birth mother used to lock me in a dark room. Yeah, so like I had a harsh life when I was a little baby as well, and that was before, obviously, I was adopted into a more better family. So yeah, my baby life hasn't like started that great. Where the hell was I? Noticed that he wasn't moving the next morning. So she hid his lifeless body in a refrigerator. Investigators are conducting an autopsy to determine the cause of death. She probably abused or starved to death. Like if it's over a day, he probably starved to death or like dehydrated. According to the investigation, person A's daughter ran to a neighbour's house to call the police and reported her mother for neglect. When detectives arrived at the house, they discovered her brother's body in the refrigerator and arrested the mother after she confessed to her crime. Sounds like she was actually getting fucking desperate, to be fair. The Silent Hill phenomenon, here we go. The Silent Hill phenomenon, though, the suicide rate has increased around the world, in a large part due to the struggles brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, which countries are still unsure how to best handle the issue. These trying times has also given rise to a strange phenomenon in many areas. Those affected suddenly claim to see fog, even on the fair sunny days, and lose consciousness shortly after. It's basically Silent Hill syndrome, isn't it? This has come known as the Silent Hill phenomenon, named after a particular event that occurred in an anonymous US town. The first to propose a theory explaining why this could be happening is Dr. XXX, a social psychiatrist at XXX University, who had the following to say on the matter. What's his real name? To one who is psychologically unstable, fog represents uncertainty and sensory illusions. When in a state of high stress, one's vision may become obscured or tunneled, as if one is wandering through a dense fog or mist. Social uncertainty or appreciation about the future manifests as fog, thus blurring the lines between illusion and reality. As time goes on, we are seeing more and more cases of the Silent Hill phenomenon. In response, Dr. XXX calls for a rapid rebuilding of society, as well as a stronger emphasis on counselling and mental health care for the young. That's the thing, is like, does anyone know about like Silent Hill and what the happenings were like outside of Silent Hill, like outside like Europe, that sort of thing, or outside America? Possibly. Maya's diary, January 31st. I haven't been in a good mood since this morning. I tried to lose myself in my graffiti, but I wasn't feeling it. Maybe it's because Mum and I argued this morning. So yeah, it was basically like her arguing with her parents. Probably not. We've clashed before. I've known for a long time that we value different things. It is because my classmates tease me. I doubt it. They don't know me. They're just taking their issues out on someone. It's got to be because I lost that special person, and I hope he gave me right. And the hope he gave me right. Why do I feel like this? I'd never felt like this before. Maya's Diary 2, February 4th. I ended up heading to the roof of the villa. I couldn't help but think of the girl who jumped to her death last year. Actually, a lot of girls killed themselves here. All teens, supposedly. Now the place is a famous spot for people who kill themselves. Looking down from the roof, I could see how high it was. The thought of a light breeze sending me flying made me feel a little queasy. Why was I not scared? What was going through their heads? Were they jumping away from something or to something? Again, it all like brings back to the to the witch in a way, because she basically jumped from that building, I believe. Maya's Diary 3, February 21st. I've been really absorbed in my work lately. I decided to paint the girls who jumped off the villa roof. I'd like to think they left this place for something better. I think I might finally be free of my despair, because I never felt this inspired. I'm going to put every last bit of myself into this piece. March 4th. The roof piece is almost done. It might actually be my crowning achievement. But once this is done, then what? Do I have it in me to come up with something even better? How much longer can I enjoy the fame and praise I get now? Is there despair and disappointment waiting for me right around the corner? The sadness that gripped me before has clawed its way back into my mind. I guessed it was always there. You can scroll down a bit. Who knows how often it'll show up? The thought makes my skin crawl. Maybe I should just end things while I'm still happy. Go out on a good note. Yeah, she's thinking about it. I wish I could talk to someone about this. Do not fucking kill yourself. It is not worth it, and you're basically like making it painful for people around you. In other words, popular artist found dead, caused unknown. Yep. March 13th, 2022. At approximately 1 p.m. on the 12th, popular graffiti artist CB Maya Echo Heitenberg was. She's meant to be Japanese, by the way, and Heitenberg is a German name. This is why the game doesn't make sense. Was found collapsed on the grounds of an apartment building in Kettenstad. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. The death of the 18-year-old girl comes as a shock to not only local community members but also those who are familiar with her work. Authorities believe the cause of death may be a suicide, but given her popularity and lack of warning signs to her peers, they have not ruled out foul play, and are proceeding with a full-scale investigation. Well, yeah, it deals with like really depressing themes and stuff, but it was just not very popular with fans of the Silent Hill series. It felt un-Silent Hill, really. There was no combat, basically no puzzles. It's basically a walking simulator with a just a monster in some areas. The cherry blossom monster, which is basically Mia, because when you find out like near the end, the person that bullied her and like essentially brought her to suicide was essentially you. Like the girl that you're playing was the main cause of why she topped herself. So yeah, I hope you're bloody happy playing that game now, Jesus. But yeah, it was a depressing game, but it was short lived. There's a lot of people that wasn't keen on it. So next week we'll be doing the files in Silent Hill F. Hopefully we'll get news of Silent Hill Townfall soon. Because I don't believe there's actually a set date for it to come out apart from this year. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.